What's up, chat? How everyone is feeling today? Welcome back to another co-working session. And honestly, I've been thinking. You guys know that I love to think. And Laracon US is coming real soon. And I do have a lot of stuff to do. And there is a likelihood that the next live coding sessions are going to be a bunch about my actual work. I do need to get Pest 4 ready for Laracon US. So a bunch of the next few live streams are going to be focus time, okay? Focus time. And happy to be here. Agent, how you doing? Stephen Fox, what's up, dude? How you doing? Vinit Sony, how you doing? Faisy Lux, how you doing, dude? You did contribute a bunch for the profanity repo, didn't you? I think I know your name, right? I think you did. By the way, chat, PHP Portugal was a huge success, okay? Huge success. I have actually, published a new video on my YouTube channel just about my talk in PHP Portugal. Honestly, felt good. Organized a new meetup in Portugal, Lisbon. There was a lot of people. Both talks went successful. People enjoyed the meetup. There was a lot of food, a lot of drinks. A lot of cool stuff, honestly. That was so cool. PHP Portugal felt good. Agent is asking, did you stay sober? Yes, I did, dude. Yes, I did. Thank you so much for asking and for reminding me about that. I did. I actually created a new repo on my account. What I do note now, my days sober. And, I started this log about days that I don't drink any alcohol. And it's been already 8 full days. With today will be 9 days. And funny enough, on the 5 June, I had dinner with friends. This was kind of the real proof to me that I could actually go for dinner without having any alcohol. So that was fun. Water only. And my friends were actually, kind enough to tell me that they were actually not drinking too. So that was cool. And then the PHP Portugal meetup, everyone was having beers, literally, except me. I had 3 non-alcoholic beers. So, that was cool, man. I can feel it already, to be honest, Adrian. Like, spending time without any alcohol, you can already feel it after 7 days. It's kind of insane. So I want to kind of, spend the entire month of June without any alcohol, and I want to see how much further I can take this, probably in July. Very curious to see how actually this goes over time, especially with Laracon US coming. But, so far so good. Very happy with the result. Okay, chat? All right, today this will be another co-working session. I will be working on my Pest 4 release. I do have a lot of stuff to do regarding the browser testing plugin. So today live stream will be just about that. How everyone is feeling though. How is the week for everyone? How was this Monday? Hey, Danny Guzman, how you doing? Stephen Fox, what's up, dude? That's the way to go. Yeah, I feel you. I want to be like that. I want to literally just only either just stop drinking completely or only drinking when there is actually a reason to. Mainly that, I guess. Mainly that. Easy is saying leaving alcohol was the best thing for me ever. Nicotine left. That's awesome. I was never like a huge smoker. So I actually quit smoking when I was 25. So that was 10 years ago. But I mean, occasionally I may smoke a cigarette if I really want to. But I smoke like 4 cigarettes or, like 10 cigarettes a year even. It's really like unoccasionally, like very rare. Danny Guzman is saying, thanks for the t-shirt. Hey, you're welcome, dude. So you went to the meetup. That's awesome. Yeah, the meetup had free t-shirts. That was awesome. All right, dudes. That being said, let's get started, okay? I do have a lot of stuff to do here today. I was actually yesterday thinking a little bit about how is the coverage of this plugin. So I want to start with that, kind of work a little bit on the code coverage of this package. Are you going to Laravel Live UK? That's awesome. I won't be there because, I don't want to quit routine of being at home. When does it start, though? Laracon Live UK. Laravel Live UK. It starts tomorrow. Interesting. I see. Who is speaking first? So that's introducing filament 4. Wow, filament 4. Interesting. There is anything out there about what is new on filament 4? Oh, here we go. Okay. Nested resources, multi-factor authentication, static table data. Oh, you couldn't do static table data? Interesting. This is something that I really feel Filament was needing. Literally performance improvements. I don't know what you guys feel, but I feel like Filament was slow, like literally, because it was doing a lot of queries behind the scenes. So I feel that this is something that Filament really needs. I'm happy they are bringing this, by the way. Okay. Danny Guzman is saying, I have a question for you in the chat. What query this code should reproduce? User when true update Nuno. So assuming that the when works like a tappable, meaning that it calls the following method if that is, a given condition true. I would say that it should update the user to Nuno Maduro, but I don't know. Hi Michael, how you doing? Danny Guzman is saying, I was the guy coming from Porto. Dude, I really appreciate you coming that far, okay? Just because of you, I'm going to bring you a meetup to Porto, okay, dude? Oh, I see, Adrian. I see. Hey, Rafael, how you doing? Nice to see you here. How is doing your YouTube channel, man? The announcements we have been waiting for. Speaking of getting our hands on Filament V4 by reading all the way through this post, I didn't know you didn't skip all the blah, blah, blah. Okay, so Filament Beta V4 will be released on Laravel Live UK. Interesting. Cool stuff, man. Cool stuff here. Yeah, I won't be there though, I won't be there. I think I know everyone here though. So I know James, I know Dan, I know Pascal, I know Simon, I know Josh, Joe, Matthew, Peter, Lucas, Bobby, and Dan. Yep. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you for putting the like on my video. I really appreciate that. Thank you. You're awesome. And Danny Guzman is saying the following with that code example. It doesn't update the user, effectively updates all the users with the name Nuno. Wait, what the actual fuck? That must be a bug though, I think. Or feels like a bug to me at least. Hey Maltroy, how you doing? Sven, what's up, dude? Hey Charlie French boy, how you doing, man? All right, chat. The first thing I'm going to do today is kind of finish this test. I noticed that literally the code coverage was not, kind of high on this file, so I'm going to start by that. And as a reminder, this will be a co-working session again, meaning that, it won't be as crazy like it used to be. Will be kind of a little bit chill if you guys don't mind. You guys are free to tag along or just work in your own stuff. Let's see how it goes, okay? So I want to move this up top. If the process is created, the running should return false. Then I start the process, and then the running should be true. And then I stop the process, and the running should be false again. How about now? Tests, unit, support process. Sven is saying it was interesting to see my name on top of your face during the entire talk. Dude, honestly, it was kind of crazy to stream a lot of PHP Portugal because, again, if it was so problematic to actually have this stuff being streamed. Like, I had to start like 10 live streams before actually having this working as expected. By the way, chat, you guys were awesome. Like, literally just hitting that like button, but also, watching this video. Thank you so much for your support. But yeah, I managed to live stream the entire event. Did you guys enjoy it? It was fun to you. I hope it was. At some point, we had like 100 people on YouTube, so that's awesome. Adrian is saying typo. Where do you see a typo? Oh, top false. Thank you. That's why it's kind of failing. Appreciate that. Okay, so when I start the process, the running is still false. That could be for two reasons, really. One of them is that this is not actually doing anything. I think, can I like sleep on the console? What happens if I type sleep like 5? It does sleep for 5 seconds. So I can maybe just do this. What happens now? Ooh, interesting. Maybe we sleep for 1 second perhaps then. When I start, the running is not true. Why is that? I'm gonna maybe just do this. I actually want to dump the system process and the running. I think this will do the job for my debug. Oops. Cannot. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Interesting. Oh, I think I know why. Okay, so this is not even working as expected. At least the start. The fuck? Hey, Leapries, how you doing? That's a very weird, Danny Guzman, that's a very weird bug, or either bug or a weird API, by the way. Okay. At least I don't use the when though. Is that documented, by the way? Or is it just something you come up with? Yeah, feels a bug from the higher order when proxy or similar. Wait, what the actual fuck? Wait until the string output contains the until. So if the output does not contain the until, okay, well, I'm going to do a regular function here to understand what's happening. Okay. Here we go. Oh, it's actually printing that stuff out. Didn't we change by asleep? Like, what the actual... I'm so stupid. Jesus Christ. That's a second test. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. All right, so you may start a process. I expect the running to be false. Then I start, expect to be true. I may stop a process. I start the process and I expect the running to be true. Then I stop and I expect it to be false. Yep. Almost. The reason is because I do need to stop the process always, because otherwise this won't work. Here we go. Now I can remove this. Bam, bam, bam. Just run a quick pint on this stuff. Kind of crazy and fun at the same time that the code formatting tool that we use in PHP, it's called it Pint. I love fun games, fun names for my projects. I don't know what you guys think, but I feel that funny games make things more fun. So parallel coverage, how we are now in terms of coverage. Hey Luigi, how you doing? What are you guys working on, by the way, chat? Didn't ask you, but let me know what you guys are working at the moment. Kind of curious though. Okay, let's go line by line. Browser line 31. What's happening here? I'm literally working on something that, you know, Priya Pal, which is one of the contributors of this project, started to work on this, but kind of lost track a little bit. And I feel that one of the ways that I get super familiar with things fast is like writing tests. So this is what I'm doing today. So line 31. So this is not being used. Interesting. Peakinfo is saying learning Reactor to operate from PHP 5.1 to 9. You mean 8 dot exactly. That's awesome. Uli Rodriguez is saying I'm working at work. Rails in Vue. How is Rails for you? How does it Rails feels for you? I like Rails, but you know, never ask people how does it feel. So let me know. So create a new page in the current context. Interesting. So do we have tests for this? Playwright. Do we have a browser test, for example? We don't. Do we need a browser test though? When this is even used? Create a new browser context. Okay. Okay, so it's used when we launch a browser. Oh, I think this is tested. It's just the process starts too early. Interesting. Because it starts at this level. That's why we don't see it. Hey, Erkan Sneaks, how you doing? What's up, Nuno? It was cool to see you in Amsterdam. Laracon was nice even as a JavaScript developer. Oh yeah, Laracon is awesome, man. Really Odd Fixer is saying, Rails is cool, but I prefer Laravel though. Interesting. I know why you prefer Laravel, but can you let me know why? Like, doesn't Rails also magical a little bit? I do get why you love more Laravel. It probably has more stuff. Luis Felipe is saying the following. Hi Nuno, have you ever used Minio with Laravel? I haven't, so I cannot help you with that. The Geek Nomad is saying the following. I'm working on an event ticket system using Laravel, Inertia, and React. That's a good stack right there. Moved it from Livewire to React and Inertia, and the speed have significantly improved. Well, you mean the UI speed, right? Because you don't have to navigate that much on the back end. Probably that, right? Artificial Guy is saying the following. Is AI generally worse when coding using less popular languages because there is less training data? Does anyone ever experience with that? I feel that today that's a problem, but over time I feel like these coding agents will have so much more context windows that they probably can learn an entire framework in seconds, you know what I mean? But yeah. Arkiniski saying the following. Ignore my message from the YouTube live chat. Okay. I don't see any message from you though, I think, unless you have another name. Agent is saying the following. I have tried Rails before Laravel, and Laravel is so much easier. I see. Stephen Fox is saying the following. Oh, okay. Still discussing a little bit the things with Danny Guzman. Okay. Luis Cruz is saying, did you see iOS 26? I haven't. What is new on that? Oh, literally 3 hours ago. What's new? Oh, wow. Is this the dock? That's actually cool. Wow, finally they are making Spotlight actually useful. That's actually good. It's kind of crazy that you can literally tell that they have used AI for generating this text. Just watch this. Apple Intelligence expands with powerful new features that elevate the Mac experience further while protecting privacy at every step. Just crazy, man. Yeah, they're bringing AI like hardcore into this stuff. Seamless communication across language barriers with live translation. Oh, that's AI powered for sure. Oh, real time translation from French to English. This is actually cool. I have seen tools doing this though, but it's actually cool. Actual Indians? What do you mean? Pick and is saying I use Raycast. Exactly, Raycast is good. That's why they are probably making Spotlight powerful or more powerful. Just new AI. I see you. Okay. EOS 27 will be all PHP. I don't think so, man. Hey Joel, how you doing? Hey Roberto Dev, how you doing, man? The Geek Nomad is saying, I have tried Next.js, came back to Laravel crying. Why on earth do we need to reinvent the wheel? Yeah, I feel you, man. Hi, Mauro Casas, how you doing? Nulanga from TikTok, how you doing, dude? This is not a personal project. I'm literally working on my own past PHP browser testing plugin at the moment. What else do I have? It's been a while that I don't use Safari though. Like I use Safari on streams, but effectively to code, I use Firefox to everything. Okay, so they are literally refreshing or building a totally different redesign for Safari. So now we look like this. Wow, what just happened? Okay, I don't know. Well, it's looking better, that's for sure. The current one doesn't look bad though. Okay, so this is coming. Okay, cool. Not bad. How about like iOS? iOS 26. What's new? Beautiful new look. So they are doing this kind of, customized style if people want. I like the traditional one. This one for sure looks bad, by the way. The black one also, I don't know, feels weird. I like this one. I like this too, actually, but not the white one. What do you guys think? I do think, though, that Apple is probably the only company who is using um, AI in a smart way, because every company out there, they just put the AI word everywhere. Luis Cruz is saying, "Hold on, the iOS looks now like Windows Vista for real, dude. This stuff looks like Windows Vista, right?" Oh my gosh, maybe some people on the chat don't even know what is Windows Vista. But I do know what is Windows Vista. It was so bad that I didn't even install it. It's just crazy. Marokaz is saying the following. I have a question for you, Nuno. If you had to start a new Laravel channel for a specific language, where would you start? I would start with starting, basically. If you start, you are already ahead of like 99% of people who always plan and don't ever start. So just record a video of you just teaching something and just publish that on a YouTube video, regardless how happy you are with the content. Because if you look at my YouTube channel right now, um, I was not happy with my very first videos too. Like if I go here to my videos content and I go to the oldest, Jesus Christ, do you think I was happy with this Nuno right here? With his glasses right here? I don't think I was happy with his glasses, man. Like literally. Um, and even though like if I go here to more recent content, like just let's go here. Just just watch just watch this thumbnail. Jesus Christ. What the hell I was even thinking? It's kind of crazy. Oh my god. But yeah, man, like when you start on YouTube, the very first stuff you will publish will suck hardcore, That's the way it is. But then over time you just I mean, if you compare my stuff now with other YouTubers, it still sucks, but it just gets better over time. So yeah, just start, dude. That's my recommendation to you. Okay. Yeah, that's playing League of Legends, by the way. I'm still playing League of Legends every day, man. You're welcome, Mauro. Cryptomania is saying Windows XP was my last Windows. For me it was Windows 7, I think. So I went from Windows XP directly to Windows 7, I think, because XP was very good for gaming, but then I have to jump to Windows 7 because at some point XP was just deprecated. Like you couldn't use XP anymore. It doesn't work. Solanki is asking where the shot is coming from. So I'm literally just restreaming to multiple platforms, and people on Twitch just speak a lot more than people on YouTube. That's why you don't see there. Okay. As I was saying, I'm currently learning Code Clean. Do you have any videos for beginners? I mainly teach Laravel and PHP, so if you are up to that, go to my YouTube channel. Okay, my YouTube channel is literally YouTube, and you just search for Nuno Maduro. Okay, you will get it there. Do you have any good projects with plain PHP? I have good projects with Laravel. I don't write web with plain PHP, by the way. Yeah. So I got my first Mac, I think it was in 2012 or 2011. And since I got my first MacBook, I haven't changed yet, like literally. I'm using literally MacBook since I can remember for programming and for everything, really. My rank on League of Legends, which was my rank on League of Legends? I think it was gold something, you know. I think I went to gold one even at some point, but I'm not playing anymore, so I don't know. Well, I do play, but not competitively, you know. Luis Cruz is saying, I want to record a video explaining a bit the concept of inversion of control pattern. Yeah, that's a good one if you want to do it. I would advise you though to if you want to record something simple, you could probably do it because it just works better. A lot of people on YouTube and also Twitch, they are here to kind of learn the basics, you know. So just explain what is a function, what is a variable. People love that. I think like the main or the biggest revolution on MacBooks was when there's new CPU types came, because we were all using Intel, and Intel was like super slow, but then like the new CPUs came by, and they are just so much better. Oh, RAM, yeah, exactly. Just so I had like which version do I have at the moment? I don't even know. Okay, so I am the M4 Max, but at some point I was on Apple M1, and I'm going to just tell you that the M4 looks exactly the same as M1 in terms of being fast. Both are fast, that's it. Congrats for the League of the Nations. Yeah, super happy that literally Portugal got that one. Just cool to see Ronaldo just being 40 years old and still like winning stuff. It's so cool. LegPR is saying, have you ever used Laravel modules package? I have, and I don't think I wouldn't use that. Well, I think if you see the value, it's cool, but I typically don't use that. I don't modularize large apps. Yeah, if you want to join the Laravel team, you should definitely apply. You have no idea how many people have asked me like in the last 3 days if they should apply to Laravel. Like honestly. So if you want to join Laravel, you should just apply and that's it. Just go for it, man. The end is asking if I mentor people. I don't. Yeah, the M1 was outstanding for real. Yep. Now I have an M4 and honestly just feels the same. No speed improvements whatsoever. Kind of feels exactly the same. Okay, something I want to see today. I do need to get some stuff today, chat, okay? By the way, chat, if any of you wants to join me during this dry June, I'm going to send you the repo just in case you want. Here we go. Here we go. Okay? Dry June for the win. No alcohol whatsoever during this entire month. At least this month. You are free to join me. And if you start this with me, just be sure to add your repo right here. So, there is a few more people doing it. So I want to start by checking this Playwright Ruby client. Oh, the last time I checked, I don't think we have tests for screenshot, do we? We don't. So I'm going to actually do that. So that would be at page level. Okay. So no test for screenshot. Here we go. So I'm going to type screenshot. How do I type screenshot even? Here we go. Screenshot test.php. I'm going to just copy this stuff. Describe screenshot. Before each, just go nowhere. It may screenshot a page. So I'm on the page and I'm going to screenshot this to screenshot PNG. And I expect that file to exist. I have no idea where this will be placed, so I think this will be a good discovery. And one thing you can do when running unit tests on past, you can just cable this only thing, and this will run only this test. Okay, screenshot on null. Interesting. So I do need to type this. Okay, cool. Can I do this? That would be cool. I do need to work on this auto completion, that's for sure. All right, how about now? Failed to assert that the file exists. So it did the screenshot. Now a question is where that screenshot was placed. So if I call screenshot without any argument, so it receives a file name, and then it executes that screenshot, type PNG, full page true, and that's placed. So that gives me back a binary, and then we save that binary. Temporary past screenshots, okay. Oh, a temporary level? Okay, is that expected though? Hey Toretto, currently working on past 4. So I am working on a new browser testing plugin. That's what I'm doing at the moment. Okay. Again, this is a co-working vibe session. So, you know, you guys are free to work on your own stuff, to tag along if you want to. Up to you. Just set the path via config on the test. That's actually a good question. Like, I'm surprised that Playwright. I'm gonna actually check that. So Playwright, JavaScript. So if I do a snapshot, where do we actually preserve the snapshots? So if I do something like this, what exactly let's get preserved? Gonna ask ChatGPT real quick. Oh, I can ask Junie actually. Do they need like when using Playwright something like this, where does the screenshot gets placed? Something that I actually sent as a feedback to the PHP Storm team is that I kind of expect Uni to be a little bit more faster. It's not slow, but it's definitely not faster. Okay, so I think, what happens with Dusk though? Like Laravel Dusk screenshots. Okay, on Dusk they are placed at tasks browser screenshots. I think we want that too, to be honest. Yeah, I think we definitely want that too. Cool. What is this? Yeah, we don't need this. And the directory of the screenshots will be the following. This will be potentially test suite of past. I can do get instance and then root path. So this will give me the root path of the test suite. And then I want to kind of, just do this. Okay. All right. So this is good. And this will place that same file as a PNG on that directory. And if the directory does not exist, I'm going to create it with the 775. Why 775? Shouldn't this be 755? I think it should. Yep. Ta-da-da-da-da. Okay. Let's see how it goes now. Okay, I'm gonna DD this small thing right here to see if this is working exactly as like we want. It is actually. So projects, past PHP, past plugin browser, test / browser / screenshots. It is not there though, for some reason. Vito is asking, are you going to make a Laracast series? I don't think so, dude. I don't have time, like seriously. I have zero time. Honestly, I have no time for preparing past 4 for Laracon US. I'm honestly super stressed out at the moment. Because Laracon US is like literally in a month and a half. And I have past 4 to produce. I have Laravel Cloud new features that I need to produce too. And I don't want to I have also a lot of gym work at the moment that I don't want to kind of give away. Let's see how it goes, man. Let's see how it goes. Tom is asking if I'm going to go to a Laravel Live UK. I won't. Sorry, man. Leash Cruz is saying that on my Laravel job application, I put Nunoid stream as a referral. That's a good one, by the way. That's a good one. Yeah, it's a lot. At the same time, the way I was thinking is that let's assume I didn't actually. So I think the browser testing plugin, it will be done by then. But let's assume that for any reason, I don't manage to actually. I don't manage to actually finish it. I think I could potentially talk a little bit about the latest features we introduced it on past 3. So I could talk about architectural wildcards, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I could. There is so many little things that we introduced it on past 3, the latest versions, that I feel like they actually make good content for the talk potentially if we have to. Yeah, compact app coverage chip. Eventually, if if I run out of things to talk about, I can always talk about this stuff too. So I'm kind of chilling on that one, I think. All right, so let's think a little bit what's happening here. All right, so we call snapshot, and for some reason this is not actually working. So let's just, for example, let's DD the response from playwright here. How do you do this? So I did this on screencast. Is it screencast? ScreenFlow. Yeah, ScreenFlow. So Pokio actually improved the speed of type coverage. Didn't actually improve the speed on other places yet, but potentially I will reach them out. I'm not sure yet. Okay, chat. Let's move forward here. So this is a generator. Interesting. Okay, so this returns me back an entire binary as response, which is exactly what I expect. And then I save that binary on the given file name. Okay, so if I DD the file name, I will get like screenshot PNG, I assume. Here we go. So which is not null. Okay, which is not null. And then I create a directory. And finally, I write that decoded file. Why would I do this though? SPL file object, like why would you need to do this? Can't we just do this? File put contents? Fuck yeah, we can. Let's just do that. What the actual fuck? Why isn't it on? What this returns? Okay, this will return false if he's not able to actually write this stuff. Wait, it was able to? So what the heck is within path? Like what the heck, chat? Wait, what? Screenshot png.png? Okay, that's a problem. Oh, screenshots. Here we go. Okay, well, still, we don't need the PNG though, do we? I don't think we do. So I think what I will do is on the screenshot support class, when I'm actually preserving the file, like here, I'm going to do the following. Check if there is extension. If not, add PNG. Thank you, and return the file. Here we go. Hey Maluk, how you doing? Neverjust.net. What is that, dude? Do you have a plan for Pokio 1.0? I don't. I don't think Pokio will ever be like... People got confused a little bit by the way I announced the project a little bit, but Pokio will probably never actually be V1, you know? I want Pokio to be kind of internal. Jesus Christ, 400 GitHub stars. You guys are insane. Yeah, I'm not sure Pokio will ever actually ever see the V1 version, even though it's working as expected, you know. But there is so many edge cases that we didn't talk about that I'm not sure it will ever hit the V1 version, you know. Okay, this should actually work as expected, chat. And I already see the screenshot right there, which is good. So I assume this is actually a good screenshot. What the fuck is even happening? I click double time and appear this. Oh, here we go. Past plugin browser tests browser. I don't have screenshots again. Like, what the heck? Oh my god, there is this cleanup thing. Of course, we are calling cleanup somewhere. That's why I don't see shit. So before each cleanup screenshots, after each cleanup screenshots again. Okay, I don't actually want to clean screenshots. So I'm going to remove all of this. Here we go. What do I want though is at plugin level, when we are actually starting this thing. So if I'm not a worker, I'm going to call screenshots cleanup. Okay. Here we go. We finally have some good screenshots here. It's a wide screenshot. You guys cannot see it, but it's a wide screenshot, which leads me to the question, like, it should be a screenshot, a wide screenshot? I don't know. So I'm going to navigate to frame tests, for example. What do we have now? Oh, we actually have a good screenshot. You guys can see it, but it's actually like a real browser screenshot. Oh, wow. This is cool. Nice. Okay, I expect the screenshot to exist at, potentially at what? Well, at test suite. Get instance, root path. Well, honestly, I can probably just do this. Yeah, not ideal, but I think it does the job for now. Okay, this should pass. Here we go. Okay. In other words, I also expect it deletes screenshot directory. Oh, is this the public thing? I have so many refactor to do on this stuff, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I guess like if you create a JPEG, for example, that probably will still work, to be fair. So I don't see a reason why I wouldn't. Hey, chat, by the way, something I did for this focus time with me, co-working, is that I removed the music. Let me know if this is something you enjoy, or you rather have a little bit of raining or potentially some country music. Let me know, chat. Okay, this is actually working as expected now, which is cool. Is entire test suite passing? That's the question, though. Coverage. Ooh, it's... Oh, I forgot to remove the only. Here we go. Fullstack 5566 is saying, I just finished the past course with Christopher on Laracas. Thank you so much for the project. You're welcome, dude. You're welcome. Appreciate you enjoyed it. Nice. And we bumped a little bit the coverage. So I guess it's time to bump these numbers too. 7, 5, 6. A few places on screenshots are not being tested, so I think I'm going to add a unit test for that real quick. So screenshot test.php. What can we test there? Okay, we have save, cleanup. Okay, so places, screenshots under test browser screenshot. Exactly what I want. So if I do something like screenshot, save, and then the binary will be XYZ. Exactly. Expect the file to exist over there. However, ooh, that's a good test too. Save screenshots with the PNG exactly, but also uses the PNG extension if it's not provided, or if it's provided exactly. What else? Save screenshots with PNG extension with no extension is provided, and the file name starts with /. Nah, that's not an. We don't. Oh, actually, we might need that too. Yeah, this test will probably fail. I think. Let me see. Test unit. Support screenshot test. Of course. I don't know why PHP Storm is always doing this. Jesus Christ. Always adding this act. Does this happens to you, chat? Like literally, PHP Storm for any reason. I don't know if it's PHP Storm or GitHub Copilot is always having this stuff when it's like generated code. I don't know why. It's kind of annoying. Oh, nice. We don't need this. Wait, what? Oh, you mean this? You mean like this stuff right here? It's because it's internal. Technically, it's not for the you know. I don't want people that use this plugin to actually use directly this class. That's why. You know. It must be a GitHub Copilot issue. Yeah. Hey, June, are you going to Laravel Live UK, by the way? Dorothy is saying I face the same issue. It's AI doing that, right? Oh, I see. While this lady is saying, I'm working on my resume update and using this stream as my rain, thunder, storm noise. Yeah. That's, dude, it's kind of crazy that, you know, when you are a YouTuber a little bit like I am at the moment, there is stuff that you can actually understand from your streams. And so we did actually a co-working stream together 1 week ago. And you can see the numbers of people joining the live stream in the ones that just stay on the live stream, but you can also see stuff like how the music impacted those numbers. And, you know, I spent an hour without any music, but then I spent another hour with the raining noises, like literally the background raining noises. When the raining music came in, it was instantly a drop on viewership, like literally instantly drop on viewership. Because I do understand why people don't actually want to have background noise. And, you know, we are always learning. That's it. We are always learning. Nah, I'm not going to Laravel Live UK. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is passing now, which bumps a little bit code coverage, which is exactly what I wanted. Okay, exactly what I wanted. Let's see where we are now at the moment. 79.7, not bad. Not bad. Let's then change this number here again. Let's run the entire test suite to see where we are, because I want to see if Pint is happy, PHP Stan is happy, you know, all the thrill. I'm not an educator, dude. I'm literally just a regular dude doing PHP for a living. That's it. Which language do you use, by the way? Hey, João, how you doing, man? Nice to see you here. Okay, Rector, of course, is not happy because it's missing a few type-ins. Rector is kind of cool, just literally putting some type-ins here for me. So I'm going to just type composer refactor to run Rector PHP and type composer test again. Ooh, there is a missing types here and there. Like, why this is even passing? What the heck? Okay, so line 196 is missing a type. Here we go. So this is an integer of strings or a regular string. Same issue on the line 525 of the frame class. So if it's mixed, why are we telling this that this is mixed? They're being passed dash dash type coverage. Yep, 100% hardcore. So if I type compact, I will have nothing. Yep. Cool, much better. Stephen Fox is saying the following. No, ignore this. I won't. Figure this out. When the when method doesn't actually exist on the model class or its traits, when you use user when, the method call is used to catch this then, and then it calls the forwards call to, performing a new query, and pay attention to the new query there. That means that the process class doesn't actually get an instance of the builder. Interesting. User query update. Oh, without any arguments. That's why it does update. Oh, okay. While this layer is saying the following, I'm alone at home during work days, and I have, a complete silence. It's not like must have thing, but I don't feel the need for music or white noise. Renato is asking which project this is. This is literally something I'm working on for Past4 that allows you to have browser testing, okay? Oh, I don't need this DS stores. Let's go here to my git ignore and just add them here. How about now? Are they gone? They are not gone. Why? Okay, how about now? Oh, one more. Perfect. All right. Commit -m tests increase test coverage. All right, so something I want to do today too is kind of work a little bit on what do people will expect when trying this plugin in terms of API. So maybe I will start with the Go plugin and then jump to this one. Here we go. Renato is saying, I never understood this .ds store files on Mac. I also don't know, man. Like, honestly. Does anyone know why we do see ds store files on Mac? I have honestly no idea, too. Yes, Xdebug slows down PHP Stan. Hey, Maniac. Oh, thanks for the explanation, man. I appreciate it. I'm doing fantastic. How about you? Even is asking, any tips for when a project gets into a bug snowball where a fix impacts new bugs? Yeah, I feel like when there is bugs to fix, the first thing you need to do is kind of making sure you have a good test suite. That's always something I fight for, especially on new and existing projects. I always work on having big test suites, and Laravel Cloud is one big example. We have thousands of tests at the moment. But even on my own stuff, I always work on tests. Like working on tests is always something that pays off at the end, regardless of where are you going with the project. So, you know. Pick and Flow is saying the following. When you open a directory in Finder, it uses ds_store to save info, like how did you sorted things or how do you organize. Interesting. Zoom, gotcha. Well, that's stupid. They could have saved that globally somewhere, but not on my, not on the on the folder itself. Apple engineers, Jesus Christ. Desktop services store. Interesting. Wait, what? It presses keys on input elements and verifies if the output changes. So if the input value has AB and I press Ctrl A and then delete, what do I expect to see on the input value? Well, I expect to see literally nothing, at least on macOS. It is failing though. All right, let's think a little bit, chat. If I have an input with AB and I select everything with Control A, it does expect to, Control A selects everything. Oh, wait. This on macOS is different, is Command A. Now that's interesting. So on Windows, does anyone on Windows can confirm this to me? On Windows, if you type Control A, do you get the entire thing selected, or you get just what do you get selected? Because on macOS, you need to type Command A to select everything. That's deservable of a skip on Mac. Everything interesting. So I'm going to teach you something on Past that not a lot of people know. Okay. Something you can do on Past is using this width to literally retest the same test with multiple information. So something you can do here is just say, I'm going to work on Windows, and on Windows, I'm going to use Control plus A. But if I am on Mac, for example, I want to use something else, okay? Well, in fact, I'm going to improve this, not use datasets, and potentially use this. Do we have oh, I do. If I am on Windows, I'm going to do this. Otherwise, I'm going to type, is this meta? Let's see. All right, how about now? I'm going to run this stuff only here. All right, let's see. It's not meta, yeah, it's kind of command. I think I need to type here command plus A, right? It's not command either. Oh, it's CMD perhaps. Oh, wait. Windows underscore OS doesn't exist. Okay. There is any quick way I can check if I'm on Windows? Oh, here we go. Thank you. Thank you. Nice. It is working. Cool. So that would be, I'm going to also run this entire thing in parallel to see how we are in coverage now. Agent is saying now we'll fail on Linux. Why? Isn't Linux like Control A too? Can you guys let me know if on Windows? Oh, right, fails on Linux because Linux also uses Control A. Oh, you're right. Okay, well, can I do? Here we go. Fixed, Adrian. Now it's fixed. Hey, Bhaskar, I'm working on something I will need for past 4, kind of the framework for PHP I have built. Wait. Oh, okay, I need to remove the only. Nah, I cannot commit the only. It's not committed yet. I was literally just checking the coverage. Okay, that's 80.4 now. Fixes specific test on macOS. Here we go. Windows sucks. No, it doesn't. Well, a little bit sometimes. I don't know. Okay, Playwright for Go documentation. What do we have here? What do we have here, Shad? I haven't run coverage with PHP Storm yet, no. This is the worst documentation I've ever seen in my life. Jesus Christ. Okay, is there any place I can actually see the entire thing? Playwright for Python. Yeah, let's see the Playwright for Python. I think it'll be a little bit better. Here we go, API reference. It just redirects me back to Playwright on JavaScript. Honestly, we might be able to actually just generate the entire API missing with AI, I feel, at some point. That's the classic Go libraries documentation. Hey, Balouet, how you doing? Test folder run with coverage. I haven't tried it. Let me try. Okay. So you mean like if I do this, I have a run with coverage. Where do I see that? Ooh. Wait, what? What is this? And where is the coverage, Adrian? I cannot see it. It's supposed to be somewhere. Wait, what? It's right there. So this stuff right here, right? So what happens if I run the entire thing, though? Let me see. So run with coverage, run tests in parallel. Okay, this sucks, though, because I cannot run in parallel with coverage. You know what I mean? This is the first time I'm using this stuff, by the way, Shad. Like literally the UI for running tests. First time I'm using this stuff. By the way, chat, if you just arrived and you don't know who I am, my name is Nuno Maduro, PHP and Laravel developer. Today we have a different live stream, which probably will continue until Laracon US. Focus time with me, co-working situation stuff here. Streaming every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I also have a YouTube channel, in case you don't know yet. Okay, give me a follow, subscription, all those cool things on my YouTube channel. under Nuno Maduro on YouTube. If you enjoy my content, just give me a like below and subscribe my channel if you like it. And what else? You can also support financially my work if you want to by giving me a subscription on Twitch or becoming a YouTube member. And in the future, there is a new way I'm currently and actively working on so you guys can support my work, but it's still a work in progress. Do you want to display the code coverage data for test results? I guess. What is this? Do you want to display the code coverage data for the test results? Okay, so now I see it right here. Interesting. Not bad. Not bad indeed, Adrian. Not bad. How can I remove this stuff now? Can I even just remove this stuff? Pick and Flow is saying the following. When I echo PHP OS family, it shows Linux on my Mac. That's not possible. Oh, wait. It might be possible, actually. Let me see. So dd PHP OS family. It might be possible, actually. Yeah, it says Darwin for me, you know. Yeah, Darwin. Yeah, I'm using AI all the time, Junie especially. This IDE, it's called PHP Storm. Which IDE do you use, though? Are you using PHP Storm 2 or something else? Okay, I want to focus. Let's assume I am a new playwright guy coming to this project, right? I check the installation, okay, and then I see a basic example. So the first thing I can do is call page. It's called stuff on page. So I can literally create a new page, and we have this already, okay? So the page in past PHP, it's literally, let's actually create a test just for our play, okay? Let's just create something here, call it play round test.php, okay? And I'm going to copy this stuff and see how far I am currently on this plugin with this situation, okay? So test as title, okay, and then we have regular callback like this, and we create a page. So this page go to, I can do this too, I think. Wait, what? I'm pretty sure we do have a global function for this deal. Here we go. Why is it not working though? The fuck? Oh, because it's not global. Interesting. Okay. Let's start with that, chat. Help me out with this one. Do you guys think that this functions like page should be global? I think it should be global. Fuck it, right? Who cares? Let's just make this global. Let's make this global, yeah? Fuck yeah. Global for the win, chat. Do we have an autoload set up? I hope we do. Yes, we do. Okay, cool. Hey, man. Thank you so much. Raonato, thank you so much for your support. Subscription through Prime, 4 months already. Appreciate that. Luis Cruz is saying it should be global. Okay. Double shift hide coverage. Thank you. PHP Storm UI is awesome, indeed. Python doesn't fit Python. Okay, do we have this auto completion? We do have auto completion. Not yet, because we don't need this anymore. How about now? Page. Oh yeah, go to, and then can I go to URLs like this just out of nowhere? Like, for example, if I do page screenshot and then I do this, does this work even? Let's see. Past tests unit playground. Server manager not found. Okay, now I need to import all of this crap. Oh yeah, I need to. How about now? It does work. Interesting. So now I have a screenshot under browser screenshots with 404 not found. Okay, I know why I'm seeing this, because this is not a Laravel route. But technically, I don't see a reason why it wouldn't allow this. So let me see if I can fix this. So I'm going to do XYZ if exactly that. If that thing starts with HTTP or starts with that thing, just whatever, you know. So if it doesn't start by that and doesn't also start by that, then do this crap. Otherwise, just ignore it. Okay. Just easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, let's see how it goes now. Can we have a screenshot of playwright.dev? Yes, we can. Fuck yeah. So good. So one of the things I also want to know today is, yes. Can I go Laravel? Laravel.com? Oh, wow. Diabel is saying, or is subscribing tier 1 for 3 months in advance. Dude, thank you so much for your support, man. I really appreciate you. You are absolutely awesome. Thank you. Diabel, always supporting me from day one, man. Thank you. There is a few of you dudes that are really good supporters, man. You know, I really appreciate your support, you know. Pick and flow low. Can we pass the route object? Yes, we can. So that's one of the goals, you know, like you just come here and you just use route, you know, go to route XIZ, and that will just work. That's one of the things I want to do. For now, I just want to have a real sense of what we have at the moment on this plugin. So screenshots just work as expected. So one of the things I want to really test is regression testing, because that will be one of the biggest demos that Laracon US staging. So I want to go here and see snapshot testing. This is one of the things I really want to test. Asserting testing versus snapshot testing. Element screenshot. Okay, so playwright regression testing. The visual comparisons. Okay, so okay, so 2F screenshot. Why is 2F screenshot? Okay, visual comparisons. Playwright test includes the ability of producing visual comparative screenshots using the await. Okay, I'm gonna just show you, chat, what exactly I'm trying to accomplish with past, okay? So you guys can follow and potentially help me out. So I'm gonna search here for Playwright. And I have done a video, ignore my face, okay? But I've done a video where I've tried Playwright, the JavaScript one, okay? And one of the things that we have at the end is this. Can you guys spot that? I'm literally clicking. So basically, you can do some sort of snapshot, screenshot testing where you screenshot your UI, okay? In the next time the test suite runs, it will check if the UI is the same. So if you do if you have a problem, just check this out. Just watch very closely. Oh, you can even put side by side? Nice. What is slider thing? Watch this. You see the Laravel news changing? Oh my god. So this is one of the things I really want to have on past, okay? This is exactly what I want to know right now, is that if we have this and if it's working. If we don't, I need to just literally try to come up with this, okay? So apparently is to have screenshot, which honestly, yeah, to match past probably would be to match screenshot, right? I don't know. So let's code this stuff ourselves a little bit. Let's go here and type to have screenshot. So we don't have this method yet. We'll fail already because we don't have this. Here we go. Okay, well, it's a good moment to understand how exactly do I code an expectation on this stuff. Okay, so let's go to page. Page. Do we have here a screenshot, for example? We do. Oh, okay. So let's first see how the Ruby client have done this, for example. That would be a good one. Not Ruby. Let's work with the Python one. The Python looks a little bit more normal than Ruby. What do you guys think? I think it's a good idea. Let's go to Python. Wait, what? Okay, here we go. Playwright Python. Okay, this is the one. We need a past UI. So basically, my thinking is that the UI will be the same, you know? I will just use Playwright UI. Oh, Pick and Flow, thank you so much, man. Appreciate your support again since day one. Thank you, thank you. To match snapshot. Yep. Save it under past. Yeah, exactly, like regular screenshots. I agree with you. Yep. Let's maybe first have the 2F snapshot and then 2F screenshot and then maybe have an alias, perhaps. Okay, on Python they work with underscores, I think. That's why you don't see it. Wait, what? Okay, they have screenshots. Wait, what? Huh. So the Python client doesn't have that feature. Okay, that's interesting. How about the Ruby one? Oh my god, I don't even know how they have methods on Ruby. So they don't have it too? I'm so confused. Okay, well, maybe this is something new. Yeah, to match screenshot makes much more sense, that's for sure. Don't all Laravel devs drive Lambos? I don't think all Laravel devs drive Lambos, but we are definitely in a good place. Okay, I'm lost a little bit. What I'm working on. Okay, visual comparison. 2F screenshot. And why do I don't see this? Why I'm not seeing this on the Ruby client? Let me try something. So I don't see on the Ruby client. Do I see on like on the Golang perhaps? I don't see it either on the Go client. Okay. Ooh, okay, there is an issue open. There are two methods described on this doc. From what I'm seeing, they're not implemented on the Go client. There is any plans to do so. This is closed because it's completed. Okay, so it exists. Okay, chat. I think we're chilling. Does Go use underscores? I think it does, right? So we would have to search for to have screenshot like this. No? How about just this? Assert to be golden? What do you mean? Assert as Lambo? Oh my god. You guys are trolling me a little bit now. Come on, Chad. I'm trying to get some stuff done today. What is the... I'm so confused. All right, let me focus. I'm going to go back. I saw the visual comparison as complete. So that's done. Closed as complete. Assert to be golden. Are you serious? Like, if it's actually that. Why would they call this assert to be golden? Oh my god. Wait, what? Compares the given image with the golden file and asserts they are equal. The golden file is stored on snapshots directory. But this is not using the WebSockets client, is? It's not. Oh yeah, it feels weird. Definitely feels weird. Oh. Okay. Let me try something. Chat. To have screenshot. Can I have this? I'm wondering if this is a specific method that you cannot actually implement this via WebSocket, but it might actually be it, chat. You know what I mean? And people are literally just implementing it on their own clients, just manually, you know? It might be it, but... Oh, there is no methods. Okay. No arguments. Okay, what we have here? Let's see. Oh, it did work. Okay, cool. What do we have here? The fuck? It's actually working. Yeah, I know, Luis, but I'm literally trying to use the native pixel match approach from Playwright, you know, so I don't have to do it myself. So, for example, the to have title should be implemented already. It's not. No. Okay, do we have anything like to have whatever here? Not yet. You may have multiple messages. Good point. That's actually a good point. We can do dd iterator to array. And then just put here the response and see what exactly is being returned. Unknown scheme for params. To have screenshot. I think one of the reasons why the other clients don't have this, it's because maybe to do to have screenshot. Yeah, I have the feeling that the WebSocket protocol doesn't really know how to work with the to have screenshot. Let's see other things and work on this later, maybe. Let's go here. Okay, let's go back. So the screenshot is working as expected. That's not bad already. Get started, writing tests. So we were here. Let's see this one, for example. Expect page to have API. But we were not on this one, were we? Oh, we were on the installation. Here we go. Okay. So I am expecting that we have this stuff. Expect page to have title. Here we go. Laravel is a framework for web artisans. I will have to work a little bit on the auto completion for sure. So we don't have to have title either. So why is that? Because it's simple, not done. That's it. So we have to be checked, to be visible, to be enabled. Okay, all this stuff will have to be migrated to pass itself. Okay, so potentially I could have this expect, extend to have title. And if it's an element or a locator, in this case, it has to be a page. So if it's not an instance of page, then bail out. And now the value is a page. What do we have here? Do you have a get title? That would be cool. We do. Interesting. So expect the title to be the given title and return this. How about now? Now it's working. Okay, cool. Interesting. So I guess I can go to page.php, or better, I can go to browser expectations and add to have title. It may have a title. And I actually want to test something locally, so we don't have to go to Laravel, for example. So I'm going to go to the playground. Just copy this stuff. And here, I'm going to go to just the regular page we have and expect the title to be high stream. And now I'm going to go to the playground, and I should have a couple of blade views, including this one. And the title will be Hi Nuno Nation. So this should actually fail. Oops, not this test. Tests, features, or browser expectations to have title. Here we go. Hi Nuno Nation. Perfect. So hi Nuno Nation. This should be working. Now there is one thing though, like this is working, but this should be also working. I am 2 seconds away. Oh, it's not. It's an exact match. Interesting. However, if I go to, it's to contain. Yeah, the to match title will probably be a to contain, but to have, I think it should be an exact match, that's for sure. It may not have a title. High nomination 2. Should be two separate expectations. Yep. It's because he's using the yeah. I think like at some point we are going to have a to match title, so we can use literally a contain. You know what I mean? Pick and flow. I'm literally creating this SDK for PHP of Playwright exactly, which will be for past. Hey Alan, how you doing? Nice to see you, man. I'm gonna grab Watershed. I'll be back. Jesus, always putting this parentheses deal. Kind of annoying at some point. Okay, so this is working as expected. Expect page not to have title, Nuno Nation 2. So kind of cool, kind of working exactly what I want. So we did ourselves our very first expectation on this stuff, which is cool. Okay, what else? Let's see. Get started link. Go to playwright.dev, get the link, get started, click on it, and then see what happens. Okay, do we have this? Let's see. So I want to kind of just push this stuff first. I want to keep the playground.php in case we need it. So this stuff I'm going to keep it clean, like this. Test example. Easy peasy clean. I'm going to type composer refactor real quick. Yes, you can use this for web scrapping, of course you can. Just be sure you don't do anything illegal, you know what I mean? Adrian is saying the following: I don't think people will confuse is as long as there is no past mask on it. Yeah, I think, I'm going to obviously just pitch this as past plugin browser, but I won't be, I will always say it's based on it's on top of Playwright, and that's it. You know what I mean? Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Out of context, Nuno? What do you mean? do more of these streams, Nuno. Yeah, man, thank you. Appreciate it. You know, it's always a pleasure when I can combine some real work on streams with actual with streamers with actual streams. You know, it doesn't always happen, but now I don't have a choice because Laracon US is actually coming, and I do need to finish this. Something I will never understand from the expectation. Well, I think I will. Yeah, never mind. Okay, so expect extent to have title, to be checked, blah, 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 blah. We can commit this stuff. So git status. I want to commit this. I want to commit that. I want to commit this. Yes. This as well. How about this? Yes, too. The new expectation, yes. The new playwright, yes, too. Nice. So I'm going to do just git commit feat add to have title. All right, that was a good one. We already have something. I'm literally doing past merge coming. All right, I'm going to unveil it to you. Okay, chat, we are not too many today, so I can just tell you, okay? We are literally about 100 people watching now. I'm literally preparing a new shop, okay? It's called, I think I can show you, but just don't tell anyone, all right, chat? Just don't tell anyone. Please, for God's sake. Enter using a password. Okay, can I tell you the password? 1 second. We don't tell anyone. Right. Okay, 1 second. Let me go here. Just put the password without you guys seeing. Okay, can you guys see the password? I don't think you can. All right. Are you guys ready? This is coming this summer. Okay? This is coming this summer. I'm literally preparing some past PHP merge. Now, there is one thing, though, is that currently the photos you are seeing, this is literally, the photos that come by default with the products. So I have ordered the entire shop to me, so I can now take pictures myself with this stuff and do two things. First of all, ensure this is actually good quality. That's important. I don't want to put stuff selling if it's not good. So ensure good quality, ensure good deliver, ensure it's a fair price. I want to make sure, like, for example, if you guys are expending, $30 on this oud, that the oud is actually beautiful and actually good product quality. And just shipping everything to me. I'm very excited about this too, by the way, Shad. Like the mug, because I think it's it's just gorgeous. But I think it's pretty cool stuff here. And I'm also very excited about this one. This one is probably one of the very firsts I'm going to use since day one, because it's pretty cool. Just this, watch this. But yeah, before actually putting this stuff online, I'm going to make sure, it's good stuff. I have ordered to myself. I'm going to take pictures of myself with this stuff so you guys can actually see in real life how does it look like. And sometimes, some of you, for example, enjoy to support my work financially, and I really appreciate that. But the way we'll go is that maybe instead of doing like a Twitch donation, what you can do is support my work through this merge and also get a few things, So right now, my first goal, again, keep this for you, like top secret, okay? Chris is saying there is a problem with the sound, or is it just me? Chat, by the way, is anyone having problems with sound? Write on the chat if the sound is good or if the sound is bad. Let me know, okay? The sound should be good, I don't see any problem with the sound at the moment. No problem on sound. Yeah, that's what I expected. Chris, this must be something on your side, okay? Because, no problems. Yeah, should be good. All right. So, yeah, once I'm totally sure about the quality of this stuff, I'm going to put this store online. The very first release will be only the black edition, okay? So this will basically be called the black collection. And one cool thing is that it was actually my brother configuring all of this. My brother is not a computer guy at all. He's literally, an architect actually. But he got like surgery on his back and he doesn't have anything to do. So I just told him, like, if you don't have anything to do you mind of working on my own shop? And he told me like, yeah, no problem. So it's kind of cool because he used it like ChatGPT to be able to craft some of these cool descriptions. Like for devs who test with past and run on coffee. This is actually cool, right, Chad? What you guys think? Now he's feeling good. Like he got surgery. Now he's good from his back again. But he cannot like go back to work yet. But it's working from home a little bit, and he did this for me. I think this is pretty cool. And he has some cool descriptions like this all over the place. Code test belong and shit like that. I think this is really cool stuff here. Hear your love for past proudly. Oh my god! But yeah, I want to take pictures with my face, like myself, before actually putting this stuff online, making sure it's top quality, so you guys, are confident when you order, you will get good stuff. But yeah, very happy about this stuff. Very happy. It's not out yet, so if you go to this link shop.nunomodu.com, I'm gonna send it to you. The only thing you can do at the moment is literally just put your email if you want to. There you go. That's really catchy. Well, thank you. Yeah. My brother did a good job. I'm happy with him. Oh my god, I love this one so much. Oh my god. Just check this one. Just check this one, chat. Oh my god, this one is so good. I cannot wait to go to the gym with this stuff, man. Honestly. This one is badass, man. Oh my god, check this description. My brother is so fun. From home office to meetups, this pants pass every test. Hilarious. He's just literally hilarious. Oh my god. I love it. Anyways, we have stuff to do, chat. What I'm even doing at the moment. Oh, okay, I know. Let's close this. Ronetto is saying, are we going to make cloth pieces? This is a partnership or our own production. Well, it's now there is a few websites online which you can use for if you want to do your own brand. You choose the product, you choose the pricing. It's not a partnership, but it's something that I want to make for those who want to support my work. But instead of doing a donation, for example, they can just buy a product and still support my work, but at the same time they get something back at the same time. I think it's a good idea. What do you guys think? All right, I want to test this one real quick. Let's go here. Okay, so this one would be page, go to playwright.dev, and then page get by role link, name get started, and then click on it. And finally, I expect page get by role adding name installation to be visible. Okay, in theory, this test should pass. And I mean in theory. And it fails. Interesting. I don't have an October 2019 t-shirt. Sorry. Yusuf is saying, I recommend adding PHP somewhere so people know the context. I don't think, I don't think I need to do that. I don't want to see PHP there. But on top of it, if I just put PHP, there is a lot of things to think about. Like, what even if I'm authorized to use PHP to begin with? Do you intend to launch Pokio at Laracon? I think like Laracon probably will have 1 minute of Pokio just to talk how I have actually improved type coverage. But let's see. Adrian, is it safe to open the link on this stream? Every time someone send me a link, I kind of have to ask this, I hope it's safe. I'm gonna just open it. Is it safe? Okay. I trust you, man. I don't have this t-shirt, no. It's a good one though. Wait, what? Dude, past. Oh, it's fast though. But it looks similar though. Yeah, I don't think I need to put PHP either on my merch. It's just I don't think I need to do that either. Hey Snacky, I'm working on my browser testing plugin for Past. By the way, chat, if you just arrived, my name is Nuno, PHP and Laravel developer, currently working on my Past plugin browser for Past PHP. If you enjoy my content, give me a like below and give me a follow on YouTube if you can. I really appreciate that. Yeah, Agent, other call actions will probably come in the future. That's for sure. But for now, I'm going to keep it simple and just do those. So asserting that false is true. That's a weird description. So maybe I would say, oh, something really cool we can do is type page screenshot to literally see a little bit like what is exactly it's happening. So I can type just example. Oh, we do have an adding installation though, right there. So this should actually be working. So I get the role adding. Is it adding? 1 second. Yeah, it's adding. The fuck? This should work. Name installation to be visible. I think the test is probably outdated. That's why. This should be either, not adding. Wait, that was passing. What the Oh, here we go. Oh, it's because it's like a concurrency issue. When I click it, I need to wait for actually the page to be loaded. Interesting. How exactly playwrights solve this kind of problems? Which is actually a good question. Do I need to sleep? That would be lame though, right? In most cases, you will write in one line. You click on it. Okay, how can I wait for it? Like, I click on the link, but I need to wait a little bit. Hey, man. Barba Pazes, thank you so much for the raid of 4 people. Hey, raiders, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Do you think the async actually change it? Yeah. That might be it, actually, because when you await, you kind of expect it, you just, has timeouts for this. Oh, really? That's interesting. So if I do this to the 2v visible, he doesn't. Oh, I think this send message is visible, has the timeout situation. Let me search for is visible. Okay, so is visible is a promise with Boolean. Timeout, here we go. I kind of guess stuff, you know? I just guess this stuff sometimes. So I can provide an options. Okay, I will have to go method by method to see if everything is fully implemented. It's kind of crazy. But I will have to do that, I think. Okay, so in theory, and I mean in theory, the is visible will give me as well. Okay, gotcha. But I read it's deprecated. What do you mean? This option is deprecated. Use. Oh. It's indeed deprecated. It's probably the reason why I wasn't there. I mean, Oh, okay. So the timeout is something that we just put. Okay. Test configuration. We don't have this for sure. Do we? Maybe we do. No, we don't. The timeout is indeed necessary because of the page loads in animations, you think? All right, let's focus a little bit, right, chat? Let's focus. So we have the is visible, okay? The is visible says the following. Use locator based is visible instead. Okay, I'm going to click on it. Asserting returns either an element is visible. If you need to assert the element is visible, prefer expect to be visible to avoid flackiness. Okay, so then I'm going to click on it. To be visible ensures that a locator points is attached to the visible DOM node. To check, blah, 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 use blah, 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 blah. Okay. To be visible. Timeout, optional. Defaults to test config expect. I expect, to be honest, that everything which is visual wise, I expect to have a global timeout, to be honest. I don't have to do it all the time. So apparently the timeout, it's defaults to the one specified on the test config expect. So let's search for that. Here we go. So apparently I can define a configuration. So how can I do this if I'm using the WebSocket API, which is interesting. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to one of the wrappers, the Ruby client, for example, and I'm going to search for timeout. Okay, they have a class timeout settings where you can define your default timeout, which is very interesting. How do I even send this to the WebSocket? Past needs to await. What exactly do you mean past needs to await? Like in terms of what do you mean? You know, what exactly do you mean past needs to await? I'm definitely not gonna, fucking sleep for 5 seconds and checking all the time. So it needs to be something else, you know? One second. Yeah, Playwright will await for the element to be visible. That's for sure. Yeah. I'm wondering if it's because we are not sending the timeout settings, at some point. So maybe we need to send the timeout settings, basically. That's what I'm thinking. I barely understand Ruby. Does the Python? Python Playwright GitHub. Here we go. Okay, so timeout. Okay, they also have a timeout settings, which is very interesting. So I want to see where they are using this client or this class to begin with. Yeah, but I mean, if there is any sort of global settings, I want to kind of have them as well, on the PHP client. Okay, on this browser context, there is apparently like a timeout settings thing. Browser context. Frame page. Yeah, this should be mirrored for sure. Yeah, yep. Me too. Set default timeout, no reply. What is this stuff? Interesting. Yeah, I think that's it too, man. I think that's it too. Do you want to give it a try? Default navigation timeout, no reply. It might be one of those two, indeed. I'm gonna actually just kind of prove the concept real quick. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna do client instance execute. Can I have access to the page? Yes. Fuck yeah. Is this public? Yes, it is. So execute page method. So the method would be this one. I'm going to try that too, Adrian, okay? I'm going to try those two. Okay, 10 seconds. Close page. Okay, well, let's try this one first. Still fails. And then just below, another 10 seconds timeout. I think the name is not that one though. I think it must be a different one. It's like expect timeout or something like that. You know? There's so many work on this project, chat. Like, you guys have no idea. Although, undeniably, I would expect the timeout to be 30 seconds, though. Default timeout for asynchronous expect matchers in milliseconds. Default for 5 seconds. Just weird, you know? Nah, I would use PHP if I was you, dude. Python is cool, but it doesn't have Laravel, so that's a problem. Okay, the default timeout is definitely set default timeout, no reply. Definitely this one. If this doesn't work, that's not the problem. Oh, we need to do this way before creating the page. Jesus Christ, that's the problem. Here we go. Well, but then we don't have the link. That's weird. You see some you see some Python code. That's because I'm working on porting a Playroute SDK to PHP. That's why. Wait. Oh my god. Okay, I'm using timeout too. Okay. When do they call this though? Let me see. Nah, I don't think the expectation is expected to wait. That should happen at WebSocket level. I'm pretty sure about that. I'm too tired today to check that anyway, so I think I'm going to check that tomorrow. There is also the process that I'm literally getting familiar with this code base, you know? So that's probably the reason why it's taking too long to me. Hey Space Slims, how you doing? Pig and Floyd is saying, if it's too long to answer, you can ignore, but I'm grabbing a method names from Python, dropping in your PHP, and expecting them to work without adding the underlying code. Or you are calling no PHP version. Wait, what? But you are grabbing methods from Python, dropping in PHP code, and expecting them to work without adding the underlying code. Yeah, that's expected, man, because, okay, I'm going to explain you a little bit why I'm constantly jumping and checking what Python is doing and things like that. So the real reason why I'm doing this today is because there is a tool called Playwright, which is browser testing in JavaScript, okay? And, you know, a lot of languages want to use Playwright. And the way they do this is that they have this Python language implementing this SDK through WebSocket level to interact with the Playwright worker, okay? So we have this in Python, we have this in Go, we have this in Ruby, and guess which language doesn't have this yet? Yes, PHP. So this is what we are cracking right here. And a lot of what I'm doing today is about getting familiar with the existing code base, because a lot of the things you guys are seeing today actually wasn't me crafting all of this. It was Puya Pal, which is literally a friend of mine. And, he told me that he have made good progress, which obviously he did. We can see a lot of stuff done. But at the same time, I need to get familiar with this stuff so I can actually finish this project and get confident with it at the same time. You know what I mean? Oh, you're welcome, Peak and Flow. You're welcome. So this is a little bit more powerful than Dusk, because Playwright is just more advanced, more modern, you know. So, you know, so a lot of the things we are doing today is more like getting familiar, implementing our very first expectation, trying to understand like how we communicate with the underlying Playwright worker. At the same time, check what we have at the moment. I think we are making progress. I think, that's what I feel. At the same time, I'm trying to touch on every piece of code I can get now. Like, for example, now I'm trying to set settings to see how it goes. But yeah, I'm going to take some rest now. I'm a little bit tired already. I had a big day. Went to the gym hardcore. Tomorrow I had this idea of actually not going to the gym, but going to the beach, just walking. I want to take my shirt off and just be a little bit proud of my body at the moment, and also at the same time, just walk a bunch on the beach, enjoy the sun. And I recommend you guys to do the same, okay? Tomorrow, do some sports, chat. I love you all, and I want you guys to be in good health. Make sure you guys do sports every single day. Drink water every time. And if you want, join me on this dry June thing I'm doing. If you guys don't know, I'm trying to literally spend the entire month without drinking. So I started this a project called a Nuno Dry, and what you can do is literally fork this project and stop drinking today, literally. So I'm gonna do it for sure on the entire month of June. Today is 9, and maybe I will do the same in July. Still thinking a little bit. All right. So one more day without drinking, which is pretty cool. Okay, chat. Thank you so much for staying on that side today. I really appreciate your support, chat. Tomorrow I'll probably be back with some more focused content, because I need to continue to work on this stuff. And hopefully you guys can join me too. That being said, let's rate someone as usual on Twitch to see, if you don't know, rating means literally sending all my viewers to a different Twitch channel, which is something I always do. And let's make sure I do that again. Do we have anyone doing PHP? Let's see. Nope. How about Laravel? Nope. How about JavaScript? Oh, we do have Daniel Art doing PHP. Let's rate them. Yep. Thank you so much. I know this super focused content, but I hope you guys appreciate this. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out.